Alright, so yesterday we got a majority of the heavy lifting done as far as putting the M3 suspension on the 318. So we got the trailing arms, we got the lower control arms, we got the diff and axles all bolted in, and that's pretty much all of the heavy shit that's going to go on. Now it's pretty much just a bunch of small stuff. So the sway bar isn't on, the springs, shocks aren't on, like the brake caliper, we need to swap the calipers and run some speed sensors and our parking brake cables and all that fun stuff, but that's all small stuff. The heavy ass shit is done, which is awesome because that sucked.
It was not bad. It just sucked because you hurt your finger.
Yeah. Smashed my finger real well.
So Quinn got this one through, and he's just gonna get the other one through real quick. Oof.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, so you just run it through that little rubber thing, and then it goes, and it's got some little tiny holes that it plugs into, and then you just clip it onto the tank there, and bing bada boom, you have parking brake stuff. Alright, so the handbrake thing itself wasn't working, so we ripped it apart. We doubled up the springs inside the handbrake, spread them out a little bit more, and now it works fine. We ripped the handle off of it because fuck it, and we're gonna paint this bitch orange. Is that coming off?
Yeah.
So these are the wheel speed sensors. That is it right there. Alright, we're all plugged in. Hopefully those sensors are compatible with the OBD1 system. Otherwise we're gonna have a bad time. Alright. We're gonna cut it right like that. That's not gonna be bad.
Huh?
It's gonna look pretty sweet. Alright. So we officially have M3 brakes on this side. The line is all ran, everything's buttoned up, dialed in. I wanted to move the camera around and get some better angles of me throwing that on, but my hands were covered in brake fluid, so I didn't really. Little M-ski rear end. Danielle almost has our parking brake handle finished. So we're covering it in some packaging tape so it stays fresh. It doesn't get that ugly ass orange like the motor, because we're going to be ripping this.
It's not pretty,
rippy dippy this
boy. It
boy.
looks a lot better than the motor.
Hey, that's not bad.
It'll feel a lot better than.
Hey man, it's the Cheeto.
It'll feel a lot better than when we grab it when we're pulling it and stuff. It'll feel way better this way than, you know, it's all taped up and.
It literally just feels like something wrapped in packaging tape.
It doesn't feel that bad actually.
No, it doesn't.
Bad.
It's got a.
It's kind of. I mean.
It's kind of got some grip to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like it feels kind of good. Like if you were just straight paint, dude, it'd be all over your hand.
Yeah. This is the ghetto lamination process of the handbrake.
Here's the.
So I got the brakes dialed in on this side. I just figured out though that the little line, that line is the 318 line. It's like touching on the axle down there, right on the bottom of the boot. So that's not gonna fly because that's gonna rub a hole right through it. So we're gonna throw on these lines, and these are stainless lines. Brake quip. All right, sure. So we're gonna throw on those stainless lines and make that work. It'll be a lot better feel too.
See, what I'm having the issue with is that when I do, I have to keep this loose. And then when I loosen this one, this little 10, it doesn't want to actually loosen.
Leave it, and then we'll just tighten these up, and then we'll adjust this side on the actual parking brake down there, because they're drum brakes, so there's a little dial in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all tight.
Dead.
As long as that nut is tight against the other nut, it'll be fine.
Nice and orange, and it works. Our old one was busted. It's just getting the steel bridge lines on there from the M3.
Yeah, I'm taking the old one off.
Look at that size difference, bro. That's tiny compared to that one. This one's bigger than the freaking front one, I think. Just the pad size is different.
Alright. We're not touching on the axle anymore.
Nice. Pretty dark right here, so.
Yeah. If you zoom in, it'll clear up.
Just because your white car's out there being bright and all.
I think it's so fucking bright when it's clean. Here's the difference between the M3 and the 318 bar. Freaking huge difference.
Put this somewhere. I got a spot for it.
Okay, so we need to get this on the trailing arm, or on the upper control arm first, and then we'll pivot it up. I got them both right here. On tight. Alright, shocks and springs, dude. And we're gonna be throwing on some M3 H&R race springs. My brother. Can't be M3 without M3 springs, bro. Yeah. Happening out here. Fucking technique, dude. M3 suspension, brother.
Diff, axles, M3 axle, 325 axle.
Dude.
I swear
Medium
that's a
case,
325,
LSD axles, trailing arms, M3 brakes, H&R race springs, fucking stainless steel brake lines, poly trailing arm bushings. Dude. M3 sway bar. Yeah. What?
Just stabbed my foot with that. That's probably what he showed me.
Yeah.
Get your dinner. Dinner time. All right.
That's fourth. Alright, it is official. We have M3 suspension and we have a full drive shaft set up. So the engine boy and the wheelie boys are connected. Exhaust heat shield on. We didn't film it because fuck filming that. And the 16s actually fit kind of. Except they don't fit with the wheel weights on.
Well,
we'll just fucking smack it on the outside here.
So here, look, there was 4 over here, and then the rest were over here. So, and there was counterbalanced. Yeah, it's counterbalanced.
Okay, so how many were here? 1, 8, 4. So we'll just get 1 ounce and then pound weight it on the outside of that at work tomorrow, and then we'll be fucking balanced.
I mean, we could just put it on ramps like you did your bucket.
You take the wheel weights off this?
No, I didn't. Hold on. It's right here?
Well, you can see where the adhesion was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just... It's true. Look at that fucking toe. I think this side's worse. This side's way worse, dude. Way worse. Here we go. That positive ass camber, bro.
Dude, that is ridiculous amount of camber. Yeah, I definitely leveled out.
Just look at that.
The car's on the ground, dude.
It's a little lower too, though, huh?
It's a good bit lower in the rear. Yeah. That is so fucking jank, dude. We'll
Take credit.
We'll
take
fix
full
it.
Credit
We'll
for
fix
the
it later, bro. Hey, it's on M3 suspension though, and it has a drive shaft, dude.
Look at that camber, bro.
We gotta fix that. Set the toe. Put the pedals on, and fucking she drives, dude. Those brakes freaking nail the wheel well though. We got it dialed into the point where we can roll it back and set it where it needs to be. So we're gonna finish the alignment and get that shit dialed in probably this weekend when we get the pedal assembly. I'm just hyped that it's on full M suspension now, or on the rear. It has a ridiculous rake to it though. Not too bad. Alright, I will see you guys the next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep it fresh, and I'll see you guys later.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are